It's been awesome to see these men be better men when I come into the room, and how they're emailing me and being like, I cried when I got this email the other day. Then we'll get into the last scene. I did a talk in a frat house, and a boy said to me, he said, I can't believe someone like you came into the house today and you broke the tension with jokes in your masculinity. And you talked about what it is to be a real man. To be a real friend is to check in on your friend. Hey, how you doing? I care about you. What's going on? And these boys were asking me, well, how do we change things? And they, what can you do as a counselor? I said, what can you do as a fucking man sitting right there? I said, ask your friend how they're doing. I said, you want to show something? Model it. What it is a senior, as an upperclassman, to these young freshmen of how to behave and act and how to love each other. And you see all these boys paying attention, right? And some of them were being shitheads. And then I would make jokes. Now I got their attention again. So that masculinity in that area is needed. Could a woman have done it? Yes. But there's something about my identities, right? And my size, it gives me the privilege to walk in there and I immediately get respect. So I use it now. So I use it. And then a woman went after me to talk about sexual violence and assault on campus. It was magnificent. I should have passed the baton off a little bit better to her, because hers was a very intense conversation. I should have demanded that they give her the respect they showed me. And they did. She held her own. It was awesome. But there was a couple of kids being a little shitheads and they were talking too much. I didn't like it. So I learned as a man, I need to make sure that if someone follows me, to make sure they show the same fucking respect for the next person. Doesn't matter who it is, because I know that they're a little scared of me. So I'm just saying there's a lot of ways to be a man. And I cried in that speech because I talked about, my boy, his little baby girl, we thought she had cancer. And I talked about how traumatic that was. And then I talked about me, attempting to take my own life as well after I got kicked out of school, college. And how fucked up that is to be hopeless, to feel like you're a piece of shit, for your father to have to bail you out, right? I talked about all this mental health with men. So I'm glad that you pivoted that. I got to get that out. It is Suicide Prevention Month, right? And so it is September. This won't launch until probably the end of November, but I'm glad you brought it up. It's Manifest Destiny.
It's a topic that we should always talk about, right? Like I lost a younger brother in the month of September, a few years ago, my biological brother, to an overdose several years ago. I think 5 years ago now. And so it's something that not as unironic as it is, during Suicide Prevention Month is when we lost him.
It happens.
And so it's important, and there's a lot of times where us as men, we can come into a room where I come into a room working with my youth. So I run our kids group as well at work.
It's awesome.
And so our kids group on Thursday, the first Thursday was wild. The instructor was like, these kids were wild, but they seem to listen to you. And she asked, and I'm like, okay, I'll come in there next week and I'm gonna lay the law down. I'm gonna get the rules down. And the second I raised my voice and got my dad voice in there, these kids were quiet. They were looking at me. And then I passed that baton over to her. I'm like, you guys are gonna show her the same respect that you're showing me right now. No offense or buts. Pass it on. And so it is a unique opportunity when we do get to have those times where we can be a man. And there's a lot that you can do.
There is.
Without having a degree or anything. You can call up your friends, you can text your buddies, you can invite them out, you can go and do the simple things, you can check on them. And if you're struggling, you can reach out. You find someone to reach out to.
You boys.
And there's plenty of people that care about you. I guarantee it. There's plenty of people that care about you that would return the same favor. Time and time again, those people that have reached out to you for your support, I guarantee that they'll reciprocate. And if they're not, then they're not a true friend, in my opinion. And so if you can't ask the same of them that you're going to ask of you, then it's sayonara. It's peace out. We're done here. This relationship's over.
You're dead to me.
Pretty much.
All right.
It is a very heavy topic, but it is one that's very important to be able to command that room and to be able to talk about these things and to bring awareness, because mental health is an issue. It's sad that just in America, it's 4-1. You look at other countries, you look at, the Koreas, it's, at least at the time I looked at it, it's probably about 3-4 years ago. But I remember it Korea was 100-1 men to women suicide rate.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'll have to look it up. I'll look it up and then I'll vet myself and fact check myself.
All right.
But
let's for time though, let's keep it moving. Let's go into this last scene and then you can give us that stat at the end there. Let's do this last scene, have some fun with this.
Yes. So we we have it to where Jeff Garlin is sleeping on a couch, and some of the kids at the daycare having a little fun, having a little fun. And so they put him in makeup. He answers the door for this kind of social worker, and it's just this the man of the house home. Man of the house. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Charlie. Yeah, that's right. That's right. He's here. And then, of course, gets freaked out, and Jeff Garland knows exactly who did it. He knows. He knows. Who the hell? I know who.
I'm coming for you.
I'll get you. I'll get you.
Yeah.
Jay, what is it like? I know you're deep into Google right now. I could feel the eyes on the screen.
No,
I
you're
could see
fine.
it. I could see it. But what is it like for you to be a girl dad? What is it like? I know you got a hat with it on right now, but
Support your local girl dad. Shout out to
Yeah.
Dad Bought Apparel. Use code YoungDad15. But being a girl dad is the best. I am so glad I have girls versus having boys. Because
Why are you
I know myself.
sexist? Why do you hate men? Why do you
Why do you
hate
hate penises?
Why do you hate, I'm joking. Keep going. You love it. We fucked him up. We can't do this. It fucks him up.
I know.
I know. I'm like so back and forth because you're saying that, and then I want to respond to Spencer saying, I mean, obviously I hate
continue.
penises. Have you seen a vagina?
Just continue.
But,
Jesus Christ,
so
continue.
that's a response straight to Spencer. But girls are I mean, I've never raised a boy, but I was difficult beyond difficult.
You were special.
And so very, very much.
Lego.
I did not ride that one bus though, so I do have that. I rode the big bus, not the little one.
Well, I rode the small one. It was awesome. Fuck you.
Got to see my bus driver from 2 seats back. It's great.
Finish. God damn it, Jay. Come on, Daddy.
So yeah, being a girl dad is the best.
It's awesome.
Just great.
It's awesome.
It's great. It's great. It's fantastic. It's fantastic.
Yeah,
God, you fucked him up. You fucked his brain up. That boy brain don't work no more.
that boy full disabled.
Oh my God.
Hey boy, he went
us now, aren't you?
He pretty much went into Bojangles from fucking life. Jangling, jangling,
jangling,
jangling, jangling.
What happened to you?
Oh man.
You good, bro?
Gosh,
he's
hot.
hurting.
It's hot. Oh,
yeah,
man.
he's crying.
I'm sweating too, bro. I get it. My old underboobs are just puddles right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go change. I got the swampiest swamp ass right now.
Oh, that's nice. Well, that's I can taste it. So
clean your dirty. All right, here we go.
But being a girl dad is pretty cool, man. And
yeah,
what raising dudes you think would have been like little hellions because they would have been like you, or you think because they're women,
absolutely,
they're chill?
I think so. It's like my girls are just they're so loving, they're so kind, they're so sweet. Yes, they have their moments when they're little hellions as well. Don't get me wrong. But there's a big difference. There's a line between raising kids to when they're terrorists and when they're hellions. And I feel like boys are more terrorists most of the time. Girls are occasionally hellions, but other than that, those occasional moments when they're hellions, they're normally pretty sweet, pretty nice, pretty chill.
Okay.
And so just raising girls has just been the best. I am a girl dad through and through. I love raising these little girls, going to all their girly things, doing all the girly things with them. Fully embrace the lifestyle that is being a girl dad.
Yeah.
So,
have you ever worn any makeup?
I have.
Where?
Not by, well, kind of by choice, to where my wife talked me into pretending like I was asleep a couple times. And then while I was quote unquote sleeping, they put makeup on me, and then I pretended like I didn't know it was on me, and I'm like, what happened? And I wore it for a bit.
It's awesome.
And it's really hard to stay still and not laugh during that because they're just giggling, they're having fun. And so trying to keep a straight face during that is probably one of the hardest things I ever had to do. And yeah, it's a lot of fun being a girl dad. All the things that they're into, all the things that they learn, they grow, and they're just so loving, they're so sweet. And you know, it's opened up my capacity for love. It's opened up my, you know, patience overall. I mean, I'm 3-1 in this house. And so,
Taking over.
yeah, I mean, I got the 2
One
dogs,
city
you
at a
know.
time.
Yep.
Yeah, I got 2 dogs. They're boys, but then we also got a new kitten, and she's a girl. So now it's a 4-to-3 ratio. So now we're outnumbered again. So,
See, should have built that wall. Could have kept him out.
I mean, should have,
Yep.
but
What do you think about someone like The Rock? And a couple years ago, right, Dwayne Johnson, they showed his daughters painting him up, going to the tea party. You remember that? He had the wig on, the
mhm.
makeup and all that. You see something like that, are you like, this is fucking awesome to see this big masculine just muscle just
Definitely.
wearing
Like
makeup?
when the yeah, I think if The Rock does it, you feel more at ease about when it happens to you, or when it, you know, feels like you're given permission. You know, because I mean, The Rock, I mean, he's The Rock. He's a symbol of masculinity. You know, there's no one bigger than The Rock. There's no one bigger in the WWE during his time than The Rock. There's no one bigger in Hollywood
Yeah.
at times than The Rock. You know, The Rock is The Rock. You know exactly who I'm talking about. If I start saying Rock, if I just say Rock, oh, you're talking
Bro,
about Dwayne
stop
Johnson.
saying Rock, bro. You said
I
it
know
enough.
you're in a trance right now.
You
You're
know,
just,
he's like, you know,
The
I,
Rock. If I heard about The
dude, The
Rock,
Rock
you know
is-
The Rock.
I love a
and then
rock.
The
Do you know
I'll
what The
take a
Rock is
rock.
cooking?
you know, I'll cook a rock, smoke a rock, eat a rock, shove a rock, wherever you want, you know.
Some of Rock.
But I mean, it gives us permission as men to do those things.
To be
It's
more
like,
feminine.
cool. He's doing it. He's doing it with his daughters, and he's enjoying
Who's
it.
doing
He's
it?
enjoying every moment of it.
Who's doing it?
Dwayne Johnson's doing it.
Dwayne
Damn
Johnson,
it. Damn it.
called him
Get
by
him.
his name.
Maui's doing it.
Maui.
So I think you're starting to see more dads ebb into this, where they're being okay with the makeup and dressing up, tea parties. You're seeing this femininity. You're seeing this ability to exist in both worlds. I myself personally love it. Right? It doesn't matter what gender it is. I'm like, you should be able to play with like countless little girls playing with a screw gun and toys, and she got a lawnmower and shit. I mean, she got like a jungle gym. She's doing masculine shit.
Mhm.
And I love it. And she can have the little tea party, and she's having her dolls and all that. I love being able to play whatever the hell you want and getting away from these gender norms, and raising the kid to just have fucking fun and be creative.
Exactly.
Do you do that with your kids too, or do you like it? You know, they only get pink shit.
No, my girls get whatever they want, pretty much. Like my older daughter, she's played baseball for the last 3 years, and
Okay.
she's been one, if not the only girl on the team that I've coached and whatnot. And my other one, she will wear oversized t-shirts and baggy clothes, or she'll look like a little boy sometimes, and she'll wear SpongeBob shirts. My older daughter loves Pokemon, so she has a bunch of Pokemon shirts that she wears
Okay.
to school and whatnot. And
Tism is strong in that one.
so
Sorry.
I mean, there's all sorts of things.
That's
There's all
awesome.
sorts of things that they're both into. Yes, they have a Barbie house in the living room here, but I mean, they play with it occasionally, and then they, you know, they'll color, they'll draw, they'll wrestle. Love when these two fight. It is the best when they're going all out against each other, and
Well,
they're
you
not
got your
hurting each
money
other.
on.
Yeah, I know. Broccoli.
Bro, the 4-year-old all the time. She is, even though she kind of cheap shots a lot, but the older one's just too afraid to actually like use her strength to just
Yeah.
like outright win.
Yep.
Yeah.
But that's an older sister kind of thing.
Hey, thanks for watching this video. Check out the full episode on our channel and anywhere you find podcasts. Also, remember to like and subscribe. Whoop whoop!